It's me. It's Shannon. Welcome to Sheepless Needles, a little vegan podcast that's not about being vegan. We do all sorts of stuff here. We drink refreshing beverages. We knit. We game. We chit-chat. We do all sorts of stuff. Grab yourself a snack. Grab yourself a beverage. Pull up a chair. Let's hang out. Let's talk about the last 2 weeks. I hope you had a good 2 weeks. I had a pretty good 2 weeks. Maggie, my cat, went in for her checkup with Dr. B. She's on another round of antibiotics. She runs away from me when she sees me getting it. Kind of breaks my heart. Dr. B thinks she'll be on sub-Q fluids for the rest of her life, just due to the nature of her renal state. That's not the end of the world. It's not the best news, but it certainly isn't the worst news, and we'll figure it out. We'll get her taken care of. Expensive. Worth every penny. Worth every penny, but dude, man. Anyway, that's my Maggie update. The husband and I celebrated our 23rd/14th anniversary. So we've been together 23 years, and of those 23 years, we've been married for 14 of them. Yeah, so there's that. I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty proud of that. We made dinner together and then played a game. So we made Gaz Oakley's famous vegan lasagna. And if you're not familiar with Gaz, guys, come on, look at his little bucket of fresh herbs and flowers and come on. He's got solid skills. The lasagna came out great. I will flat out tell you I was intimidated when I saw the recipe. I was really intimidated, but he had a video and I watched the video. I was like, well, hey, that's not hard at all. And it wasn't. And it takes a little bit of time, but worth it, and definitely make again. I mean, certainly not like make once a week or anything, maybe like once a blue moon, but worth it, and we'll have it tonight again. So really happy with that. I will leave in the show notes a link to his website. I highly suggest you check him out. He's got tons of different things, and I just really enjoyed making the lasagna. I enjoyed eating it. Then Steve and I played Call of Cthulhu Pandemic, which was really fun. Sorry, I've got a cat that wants to get up in my lap here. Come on. And that's a game that if you've never played Pandemic, it's so much fun, and there's so many different versions of it. And the Call of Cthulhu version I really enjoyed because it had a different rule set to it. But it's really, once we had to play it like 3 times before we got the rule system down, and then once you understand the rules, you can fly through it. So I really liked it. Would play again, and will play again. And Maggie decided to get up in my lap. Hi, sweetie. What are you doing? You saying hi to everybody? Well, you got to turn around. So that is the update that I've had in the last 2 weeks. I think the last time that we were together, I wanted to finish my dotted raised shawl for a coworker. So I did that, and I'm super stoked about that. I used this yarn, which is a beautiful colorway called Succulent. And in case you were wondering, because I know you were, why, yes, Shannon, did you coordinate your eyeshadow and your earring choice to match the yarn that you used for the dotted raised shawl? I did, because I am that dork, and I will always be that dork, forevermore. So this is Premier Yarn. Ouch! Maggie Claw and leg. Ow. Okay, sorry. This is Garden Yarn in the Succulent colorway. I purchased 4 skeins of it. I used 2 1/4 skeins. So I do have some left over for my stash. I got 4 skeins because I really did think I was going to make the large version. It would have been a schlanket and a half for my coworker, and I don't think she ever would have left her house in it. Well, she still may not leave her house in what I made her, but you know, jury's out and I'll never be the wiser. So let me show you the shawl. I really am super pleased with this, you guys. All right, so this is the beginning, and let's ignore the hiccup that we all can see. Dude, it's just a designer element. It's not a hiccup. Da, 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 da. I really like it. I think it's really pretty. I think the colors will be beautiful on her because she has like blonde hair. It is not a colorway that I would wear, so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with the leftover yarn. I may end up donating it. It'll go in my stash for right now. The only thing I need, and I need your help with this, is I need a knit wear care tag. And I don't want one that I have to download and print because my printer is crappy and it's just not going to look good. So if you know of a good place to get like physical tags, please let me know in the comments because I would like to present this as a gift to my coworker. And I think that is a nice finishing touch. I already laundered it. I washed and dried it, washed on delicate, dried low heat. It's 100% acrylic. So I had no fear of that. I think if it had mixed fiber, I probably would have like soaked it and then blocked it and line dried it. So it's ready to go. It just needs the tag. So I completed the goal I set out. So I completed the goal that I set out to complete. And I'm pretty proud of myself. And we'll just move on from that and add another goal for the next 2 weeks. Okay, I'm going to share something with you. There has been a knitting project on my kitchen stool upstairs. I have 3 stools. One of them has been out of commission for 8 months. And I'm not exaggerating. Literally 8 months. I don't know why I don't have this done, and I don't know why it's been sitting there so long, and I look at it almost every night when I sit down. You know what's really weird about this? My husband hasn't said a word about it. It has been on the stool for 8.5 months. The stool has been out of commission. It's never moved from the stool, and he has said nothing. Dudes, if he left something on a stool for 8.5 months, my ass would be yelling. And I'd probably be throwing the crap out, right? 0. He said nothing. I don't get it. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to show it to you. But to show it to you, I have to get up. And when I get up, if you have eye protection, this would be a good time to grab it. Why? Well, I'm a natural redhead. I do dye my hair, but I am a natural redhead. So with that comes a paleness that can damage eyes. So I'm going to stand up, I'm going to back up, I'm going to show you the project because it's kind of large. You've been warned. Okay? And I have to remove a cat from my lap. Boop, boop, boop. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Gird your loins. Okay, let's move the chair out of the way. Okay. This is... It's a blanket. Okay. I think you kind of can get the picture here. So basically, it is a knit club where once a month they sent you a kit to knit 3 squares on this, right? So they sent you one colorway a month. You knit the 3 squares, and then you just wait for your next kit. When you get the next kit, you knit, you continue on until the end of the year, where you have this, which is not totally complete. And why isn't it complete? Guys, what's going on with me? This is the only thing I have to do. I just have to seam in the last row. 8.5 months, and I have not done that. It has been sitting on top of the stool, just there. This is it. I have no excuse. So in the next 2 weeks, I am going to finish that. Now, the project itself will not be complete because it does have a border, and I'll probably just knit the border like when it's in my lap, and like if I'm sitting in front of the fire in the fall. But I at least want it off the kitchen stool. I'm sure my husband does, even though he hasn't said anything. So that was an Annie's Knit Club that I joined, and I will put a link in the notes about Annie's Knit Club. I am not sponsored. I don't have an affiliate link, no discounts to give. It is how I got back into knitting before the pandemic started. So in 2019, I went ahead and joined the Knit Club because I was like, oh, that's a good way to get like a refresher on like different stitches, fine-tune some skills. And it really did. It really helped. I really liked it. I suggested it to my sister. That's how she broke into knitting, and she just is knitting like gangbusters. So I recommend it to anyone who's a new knitter. I think if you're an established knitter, probably not so much. If you want a blanket, just do some dishcloths, seam them together. There you go. So very happy with it. No complaints other than that. For some reason, it's just sitting on a stool. So we're going to get that done. Now, because I got the dotted rays off my needles, I need to start another project. And hence is the probability, as they say, where I have way more project ideas than I do time to knit them. And how do you choose what to do? And in my life, I do like a little randomness. I like the unknown. So we are going to show you something here. This is a set of dice by a company called Dice Dungeons. They ran a Kickstarter, and I think this is the second Kickstarter for them I've supported. Let me show you their card. Okay. This is a glass dice set in the colorway Sea Glass, which I love it because it reminds me of the beach glass that my mom collected when I was a kid. I do have a problem with buying a lot of dice, but that's okay. That is a subject for a different podcast. But you're saying, Shannon, what does this have to do with your knitting projects? Everything. I have written a list. 20 items, 20 projects, 20 random projects, 20-sided die. We're going to roll the dice, and it's going to determine the next thing that goes on the needles. So, without further ado, let us go over the list. I'm parched. Hold the line. Solid. All right, guys, here we go. Number 1, a dishcloth. They're very original. 2, Fantastitch. 3, three-headed beast. 4, Harlow hat. 5, super simple summer sweater. 6, moon dragon capelet. 7, dishcloth. 8, slipstravaganza. 9, V-back tee, 10, flicker and flame hat, 11, a gargoyle, 12, the weekender, 13, dishcloth, 14, exploration station, 15. All right, sidebar note. 15 is not my fault. 15, virtual vegan knit night people, you are entirely accountable for number 15. I'm going to demonstrate as to why you are accountable, and it will need no explanation. No explanation. So 15 will be something out of that book. And if we get 15, then we'll roll another die to figure out the pattern. All right. 16 is a bunny. 17 is winter lights. 18 is the common blue tunic. 19 is ominous. 20 is the area or area. Well, if we'll roll it, we'll get to the pronunciation. I don't know what's going on there. All right, so what we have here is a rolling tray and our 20-sided die. And we're going to roll this, and it's going to pick our next pattern. So cheers. Here's to the universe. Just to wait, let's get some good juju going on the dice. All right, you ready? Number 8. I don't even remember what it was, you guys. Holy shit. Okay, I'm happy in one way. I really am. But in the other way, I'm a little scared. Number 8 was the Slipstravaganza. That is a pattern by Stephen West. It was his mystery knit along, I think, last year. I almost joined it, but I was intimidated and I didn't. So, and I was intimidated for good reason. Now, here's the scary thing about this. Well, it's not even scary. What am I talking about? I've already got yarn for it and it's already in a tub. So I'm, once again, eye protection. Oh, avalanche. Okay. Okay, so this is how bad this is. I already had the pattern printed. Okay, so look. Okay, first of all, guys, come on. Insane. So I think it's 5 color. If not, I've got plenty of yarn. So the part of this was to be a stash buster and to go through things that I bought yarn for that I haven't knit. So we've got this with this with this. Oh, you guys, this is hard to do. With this. And this. Oh, no, I'm a dork. That's the same thing. There we go. Okay, so I forget how many colors it is, but we're just going to say it's either 4 or 5. So it'll be a combination of that. The main color is definitely going to be this. All right, so that is going to be on my needles the next time we cast, right? We're going to knock out my stash projects. That's the goal here. 2021, let's take over. So, yeah, okay. Goals. What are your goals? What are you putting on your needles? Are you going to D20 it? Come on, it's fun. Okay, so here's the deal. I am going to start the slipstravaganza, finish the blanket, and if I need a break from either one of those things, I will work on my tea leaf tarot shawl, which is a pattern by Mandy B. I showed it last time. I haven't done anything really with it, so I'm not going to show it to you again. And I believe that's the knitting end of things. I do want to really quickly give a plug to a podcast that I just was turned on to that I really enjoy. It's called My Orange Couch. It's a young lady, and I want to say she's in North Carolina, but I may be wrong about that. She's got a cat, which of course, hello. She is a vegan knitter. She is quite an accomplished knitter. Unlike me, she turns out garments very quickly and they look stunning. You need to check it out. So I will leave a link to her podcast in the show notes. You have been forewarned how good she is. Okay? Don't come to my podcast expecting that because, that's not going to happen. We throw caution to the wind. If you need a good laugh, maybe at me or with me, then you come here. If you want to look at someone who really knits and knits well, you go there. But yeah, check her out. It's really good. The other thing I want to plug really quickly is coffee. And I'm a huge coffee drinker. So I will leave a link to Twisted River in the show notes. It is a local coffee roaster to me, but he does ship. And I think he has a flat rate that he ships for. And he also does, like if you buy, I think it's buy 3 pounds, you get 1 pound free. Or you can buy, I don't know, it's in the specials. Anyway, this is the Mad River blend. It is, I'm just going to read this from the back, a blend of 2 medium roast coffees and a French roast coffee with tasting notes of citrus, juicy berry, because I need glasses, and cocoa mixed with a smokiness for a robust finish. Dudes, this is phenomenal coffee. And it's by somebody who I really like. So, Dan, love your coffee. I will continue to buy it. By the way, no affiliate links, no sponsorships. I get no discount. Just letting you know. I want to hear what you've got coming up. Share it. I've got a cat who wants to get in my lap. I've got a beer that needs to be drunk. Maybe not. Maybe I don't need to drink any more of the beer. I got stuff to do. So, be kind to yourself and be kind to one another and love yourself. Oh my gosh, please take it easy on yourself and take it easy on each other. I'll see you in 2 weeks.